Welcome back to the freshest edition of What Does Jesse Do with His Life? On today's episode, we will be discussing my favorite TV shows, the updated version. So, without any further ado, Jeff, play the intro. We're wasting absolutely no time today. Straight in at number 10, we have. I need to actually check what we have. Sorry. At number 10, we have The Boondocks. Actually, quite a surprising one. It's, fun fact, the only TV show on this list that I actually haven't finished. So it kind of just goes to show how good this show really is, you know? Not even finished it, but it's in my top 10 favorite of all time. Honestly, the moments I've seen alone, brilliant show, great writing, great characters. It's just a great show. Add it to your list if you haven't already. Honestly, every show I discuss in this video, you should be adding it to your list. So you should have your notes app open. Yes, be ready. This is a good list. At number 9, we have a classic, Game of Thrones. Now, before anyone comes and attacks me, let me just reiterate, this is the top 10 favorite shows. My top 10 favorite shows. I'm not saying these are the best shows in this order. I actually think Game of Thrones is number 2 best TV shows of all time, but that'll be another video. I mean, don't really need to say anything. It's Game of Thrones. You've seen it, you know how good it is. If you haven't seen it, you're just one of them people that just wants to be special, or maybe just haven't gotten around to it. But if you're one of those people, I would recommend it. It's great TV. At number 8, we have our first anime, and our only anime actually, which is Attack on Titan. Honestly, changed my whole perception of anime. I used to be one of them. Oh, you watch anime? I used to be one of those people. But actually, no, I wasn't. It just wasn't really for me. Like, I was like, yeah, it's probably good, but I just never had a reason to watch it. And then I did, and Attack on Titan, top tier. Honestly, it was a very emotional roller coaster. You know, we had highs, we had lows, we had unexpected turns, great fights and battles, great anime. Honestly, I would almost say don't watch it because it's so good. There's not much you can follow up with. So I'd say watch other animes, then watch Attack on Titan. I'm starting to see a trend here, which I didn't realize. There's actually a lot of animated shows on this list. But the next show we have at number 7 is Rick and Morty. I mean, do I really need to say anything at this point? It's one of those shows, like when I first started watching it, it was very much like only if you know, you know. You know, there was a little group of us, we knew about the show, we watched it every week, but it wasn't really mainstream like it is now. In fact, now everyone knows it's a good show. I don't really need to talk about how good it is. You already know. Even the latest season, I think gets a lot of, I think people just overhate it for, not for no reason, obviously we know why. There was the whole incident, which we will not get into. Yeah, good show, would watch again, and yeah, I would recommend. Also, just a quick little side note, just so you know what I'm actually basing these rankings on. It's kind of a mixture of how much I enjoyed it when I first watched it. Would I rewatch it, or have I rewatched it? Yeah, that's pretty much it actually. So like the main things, obviously there's other factors too, but just so you know why. The next show at number 6, which, okay, let me just say it first. It's Power Book 2, Ghost. I could really just put the whole Power series, because that show, that franchise had me in a chokehold for, you know, a good like 7 years. I'm sure I've been watching Power for like 7 or so years. And it's just, if you know, you know. I didn't realize how not mainstream Power is. I thought Power was mainstream. But then I remember when I was in America and I was talking to the kids and like other people, they were like, what's Power? What's Power? It's literally an American show. Huh? I wasn't ready for that conversation, so I didn't have it. But great show, great universe. Power Book 2 is my personal favorite. Very sad about how abruptly it ended, and also for the reasons. These guys were going so extra on the budget for designer clothes and fancy cars. Like, bro, you can cut all that out and just make a new season with like B-Tech cars. No one will care. We just want more of the show, but obviously not meant to be, so it's whatever. Next up, we have Money Heist at number 5. I have said this from day one. It is the most addictive, binge-worthy, great show I've ever watched. I remember exactly where I was when I watched it. I was in second year of uni, had lectures and everything, and I'm pretty sure I started it on either a Saturday or a Sunday. So I watched it, let's say it was a Sunday. I watched season 1 on Sunday, season 2 on Monday, season 3 on the next day. I think there's only 3 seasons out. But I watched a season a day and I had lectures and stuff to do. Like, it was crazy. I just couldn't stop watching it. I don't think I've had an experience like that with a show since, which might be because I can't physically because I have stuff to do, but that was a good show. Next up, we have a wonderful show which recently had its season finale, Invincible. Great show, great show, great characters, great cast. Wow. When have you seen an animated show with a cast of voice actors like that? Like, it's mad. But even that aside, just everything about that show is just right. Like, if you're someone that enjoyed The Boys, you'll enjoy Invincible. And so many people, they're reluctant to start it because, oh, but it's animated, it's like looks a bit kiddie. It's not, trust me, bro. Like, it's 2025. You know, I shouldn't even have to say trust me. Like, animated shows can actually be good, and for adults. Like, we don't need to have this discussion. But yeah, if you know, you know. Great show. Now we're getting into my proper favorites. Like, these are shows I couldn't live without. It kind of, there's a separate little, these are upper echelon shows for me. So at third place, we have Black Mirror. You know, if I had £1 for every time I tried to get someone to watch the show, or I spoke highly of this show and how much I love it and recommend it to someone, I would have many pounds right now. I would have enough pounds right now to buy a car. Actually, you know what? That's not that many pounds. I would have enough pounds to do stupid stuff. You know what? I would have a lot of money, okay? I've talked about the show for years and years and years. I watched it from back in the day. Like, I think I started watching when, around season 3. Around season 3. Like, when season 3 came out, around that time, I want to say that's when I started watching, maybe season 4. But I've been watching it for years, and even back then, like, I would go back and rewatch the episodes all the time. Even now, like, I might just go and watch a cheeky like, even now, I would go back and just watch a cheeky episode or go and revisit those memories. And I saw the trailer for the new season yesterday. USS Callister Part 2 episode. It's mad. It looks very good. So yeah, definitely a worthy number 3. At number 2, the silver medalist. Second from the top, we have My Wife and Kids. Another one of those shows where I would say, if you know, you know. Because I feel like not everyone knows about My Wife and Kids. It's got a very special place in my heart. I remember coming home from school, slap on, what was it? E5. Was it E4? It was some TV channel 28 on Freeview or something. Come home, like 2 episodes used to be on. Life was good. Life was so good. I didn't even realize how good I had it back then, honestly. But yeah, that show, so funny. I think, to me, that's my absolute funniest show I've ever watched. I watched this show and I'm barely laughing. Like, I'm not doing the little haha. I'm all out laughing. But without any further ado, it is time to announce the number 1, the best show. No, sorry, let me rephrase. My favorite show of all time, which actually I don't think will ever change and has been the same for since I was a kid, to be honest. Which is mad to say. Normally you kind of outgrow the shows that you loved as a child, but this one. At number 1, we have Star Wars: The Clone Wars. That show right there, it's just peak. The peak of the mountain, the peak of the iceberg. It's the top of the top. My personal most rewatchable show ever. Regardless of how I'm feeling, I can go and slap on an episode. Like, I know all the arcs. I know if I go to season 5 episode whatever, I can go and watch the arc where, you know, Obi-Wan gets... You know, let me not even say too much. But like, if you know about Star Wars: The Clone Wars, fair play, because not many people do. Even Star Wars fans don't be knowing. But when I tell you that is my absolute favorite show of all time, that is almost an understatement. Great show, great storytelling, the characters, Anakin's journey from start to finish. the characters. Now let me actually, you know what? I'm not gonna just leave it there. Let me actually go in the characters. We have Captain Rex. Are you crazy? Captain Rex, mad. Ahsoka Tano. You guys don't know about Ahsoka Tano. Now she has her own show as well. It's mad. It's crazy. Obviously, Anakin Skywalker. I don't even need to say anything about him. We have Obi-Wan. We have all the other Jedi. And we have Darth Maul. Darth Maul comes back. Oh, wait, sorry. Low-key spoilers, but Darth Maul. Savage Opress. Asajj Ventress. Count Dooku's journey. Like, there's so much lore. General Grievous. Oh my god. See, if you just watch the movies, like, you won't fully understand these characters. Like, I watch the movies, like, let's say I take away the Clone Wars from my brain. I watch the movies and I see General Grievous. Okay, cool cyborg guy. Seems pretty cool. Oh, and then he dies. He has like a weird death. Well, whatever. But then you watch the Clone Wars and you see what this guy was on. Bro, you see his collection of lightsabers that he took from all the Jedi he's killed? Bro, I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna start. If I start, I'll be sat here for like 30 minutes talking about every individual character. You get the picture. But that has been the list. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know your favorite shows down in the comments below. Maybe we have some overlaps, maybe we don't, because my list is pretty unique, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, my food's waiting for me, so remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.